Hello, my precious cinnamon rolls, and happy new year to you all. My name is Phoephoe, and I'm here back again playing Loren, the Amazon Princess, and I missed out on this last week because Christmas got in the way. So, I can't even remember what we were doing. No, camp. I've got a romance event. Eleanor has been watching Chambara in the distance for a long time now. The witch was sitting at the edge of the forest with a black book. Every now and then a mysterious light would appear and then disappear. Eleanor's curiosity got the better of her, and she finally approached her, though carefully. Eleanor says, "You're not doing anything dangerous, are you?" Chambara stopped as if she were annoyed. "If you must know, yes, I'm doing black magic. I happen to enjoy it, if you didn't notice." Eleanor says, "What are you doing? We have the right to know." Chambara says, "You don't need to worry. I won't summon demons or change someone into a toad." Eleanor says, "What you're doing is forbidden." Chambara says, "It's just a silly rule." Eleanor says, "Because it's dangerous." Chambara says, "Just because it's feared doesn't mean it's... Chambara stopped speaking and her eyes widened. Eleanor says, "Chambara?" She doubled over and continued to stare blankly ahead of her. She wasn't breathing. "Chambara?" Eleanor rushed next to her and instantly felt that she was boiling hot. Eleanor tried not to panic. She racked her mind for a spell, any spell. She placed her hand against Chambara's chest and closed her eyes. The next moment she yanked her hand away from her and a bright, multicolored flame was ripped out of Chambara's body. Eleanor held the magic fire in her hand and stared at it, wildly trying to make sense of what just happened. Chambara recovered and saw that Eleanor had saved her. Eleanor says, "What is this? What just happened to you?" Chambara says, "How did you do that? How are you continuing to do that?" Eleanor says, "Do what?" Chambara stared at Eleanor in awe and crawled over to her. She sat in silence for a moment. "You're holding dark magic." Eleanor says, "What?" Eleanor shot her hands as far away from her as possible and tried to shake the magic fire from her. Chambara says, "No, stop it. Don't act rash. That's what's really dangerous, you fool." Chambara stopped her hand and held the fire up to her face. "Amazing." Eleanor says, "Get rid of it." Chambara says, "Have you always been able to do this? Wield raw magic like this?" Eleanor swallowed, trying not to focus on how much she didn't want to be holding dark magic anymore. "I don't know." Eleanor says, "Please, take it away." Chambara says, "I can't. Only people like you can be so lucky." "You call this lucky?" Chambara says, "Hold still, let me finish the spell. You know, that only happened because you interrupted me." Chambara hastily read the rest of the page and pointed a wand at the flame. After some guidance, the flame jumped from Eleanor's hand and into the air. It swirled and disappeared. They both stared at the empty space and tried to regain feeling in their bodies again. When Eleanor finally looked back at Chambara, she saw that she was already staring at her. "You have a gift." Eleanor says, "No, I refuse it. I don't want it." Chambara says, "I've only read of those who can control dark magic as you have just done. I have never seen it with my own eyes." Eleanor says, "I'm a magician like you." Chambara says, "Don't you see the difference?" Chambara shook her wand and grabbed Eleanor's wrist at the same time. "I read books and follow recipes, like most every other magic user in these lands. I can't reach into someone's very essence and pull out dark magic. I can't hold it in my hand with only my mind." Chambara's eyes bounced between Eleanor's intently. Eleanor says, "What's wrong with me?" "Absolutely nothing." They stared deeply at each other for a moment. Eleanor began to feel the weight of what Chambara was saying. "You can become something very powerful. I can teach you." Eleanor pulled away from Chambara then. It was Eleanor's instinct not to trust in the offer for a witch. To do evil? Chambara says, "Aren't you past such labels by now? Do you truly think that all that which you don't understand is evil? There's a whole new world out there that simple-minded folks turn away from in fear, ignorant, simple-minded fear." Chambara says, "Would you throw away this gift to live by the rules of a world that's oppressed you, enslaved you? You have the power to change that right now. I can help you." It was a romantic idea. The visions of freedom and power raced through Eleanor's mind. And Chambara, she was a dark witch. She was hunted and considered evil. Would she want that for herself as well? Eleanor says, "I can't live like you do. I need more than that. And frankly, I think you do too." It was Eleanor's turn to leave Chambara. The memory of that day haunted Eleanor for a long time. The idea that she could be talented not only with magic, but with dark magic, that scared her. Chambara had only wanted to help her explore that talent, but then Eleanor would become just like her. The more she thought about it, she started to wonder why that was such a bad thing. Oh, we got maxed out her affection. So yeah, we've got Karen, Am and Kiki, Chambara, Max Affection, and Misfit at 4. And Ray is at nothing because we broke his romance. We have his personal quest to do. Oh, we'll go do that. We just want Ray and Eleanor in a party. That could be quite difficult because they're both rogues. But let's go. Eleanor approached Ray and informed him that she was ready to leave. They were on their way to Grand Tree before Eleanor could ask any questions. When they arrived at the city, Eleanor was surprised to see a festival was taking place. Acrobats, dancers and musicians filled the forest along with gawking spectators and opportunistic vendors. Ray says, "Perfect!" Eleanor says, "What's going on?" He says, you don't know? Every year we give thanks to the forest. The environment is perfect for us. We should be able to go anywhere without much suspicion. Eleanor says, about that? Ray says, not here. Ray cut away suddenly and Eleanor followed him. They weaved through the crowds and wound up a public house. They moved through the world to the stairwell, but Ray stopped. Elf guards were blocking the way up. Ray says, okay, your time to shine. Eleanor says, excuse me? Ray pushed Eleanor towards the guards and now had their full attention. Eleanor says, hello? You elves here are handsome. What's upstairs? I'm not doing this this way. Hello! This is typical, sufficiently awkward. The guards looked at each other and then back at Eleanor. Guard says, hello? Eleanor says, Guard says, who are you? I think I've seen you around here before. Ray says, curse it, Eleanor, haven't you ever beguiled your way past guards before? I think I've got to fight them. So we got a druid and 2 guards, so we should probably get rid of the druid first.
Thank me later.
Well, oh, they're camouflaged, that's not good. Oh dear, and now we have a slight case of dead. There we go. Oh, now she has a slight case of dead.
Thank you.
Oh my god, stop dying. It's because the party is unbalanced because we don't have a warrior or a mage. There we go. You better heal up there.
Allow me.
There we go.
Finally, it's starting to annoy me.
I've got a quartz and old quarter stuff. They dragged the unconscious bodies of the guards around the corner so they weren't seen. The rowdiness of the crowd could only cover up so much. At least we didn't kill them. Ray signalled to Eleanor to lower her voice. He leaned forward to peer around the corner. He straightened and walked around the corner without reserve. Eleanor followed, expecting to see an empty room, but several nymphs were lounging around, lazily flapping their wings. They perked up at the sight of them. I mean, it's either they're just not palette swaps, they're mirror images of each other. It's the same sprite being flipped. But hey, that's not weird. It says, ladies. The nymphs were agitated and started to furiously flap their wings. Eleanor says we shouldn't be here. It's exactly where we should be. The nymphs hovered off the floor with violent glows. I think they're going to attack us. It's a shame, they're so pretty. I better heal him up if I can. Well, that was easy. I need to kill them in one hit. Oh, when he's not being dead, anyway.
It doesn't come to this.
The nymphs squealed and flew out the windows. They barely had time to recover before they heard the sound of people coming up the steps. Ray says, distracting from me. And says, what? The Ray was gone. He had disappeared somewhere in the room. A dignified elf and 2 guards swung around the corner and stopped upon seeing Eleanor. That's one of them. Where's the other? The politician says, I was too busy I was looking forward to the company of some nymphs, but you will do. Eleanor says, I'm not here for your pleasure. And the politician says, let me guess, you're an assassin sent by one of my rivals. The fancy elf left himself. What lengths some will go to see that I never make it to the Elder Circle. Your failed return should be all the message they need. The guards prepared to attack Eleanor. Ray dropped from the ceiling and both guards were knocked face first into the floor. The assassin's crossbow clicked beside the politician's head. You guessed wrong. The politician glowered and slowly turned to meet the deadly end of Ray's weapon. I bet that's what he calls it. Yes, the politician says, now it truly makes sense. I was meant to see your face before I died. Much more cruel. Ray was confused for a moment, which prevented him from firing his bolt. My face? You're the young copperleaf child, aren't you? I must say, it isn't working. I feel nothing and I regret nothing. Would you mind making some sense, or were those your poetic last words? You don't even know. The politician laughed in confusion, angered Ray. What don't I know? I knew your parents, the same fool who sent you here to me knew them too. The elf laughed deliriously and Ray kicked him to the floor. Did she really not expect that I might tell you? Did she plan that I would die before I got a chance? Ray glared at the cackling elf on the floor. His crossbow was starting to tremble. Dark elves. She says, no! You. Ray's voice was low and harsh. And her. They're in her way. Ray's bolt threw from his crossbow and the laughter ceased. He didn't move for a long while. His eyes still burned into the dead elf. Eleanor says, Ray, it's over now. Ray says, no, it's not over yet. Ray ran forward and leaped out of the room through the window. Eleanor ran to the window and watched him hit the ground running. Eleanor scrambled to make it out of the building fast enough to keep sight of where he was going. She watched Ray make his way across town to a large tree manor. By the time Ray found an open window, Eleanor had managed to catch up with him. But Ray did not stop, and he immediately scaled the side of the tree house and dove into the open window. Eleanor followed, though with much less ease or grace. They never use the door, did they, assassins? When Eleanor did clamber inside, she saw Ray panting in the centre of the room, serving an old woman sipping some tea. Eleanor says it's done. Ray was silent. He was still breathing very heavily, and his eyes were still burning. Then he told you. Ray says, you said it was the Dark Elves. You left place down her tea. Of course I did. I couldn't tell you it was me. Ray readied his crossbow even. Eleanor says, haven't you killed enough for today? Eleanor says, listen to your friend. Killing me will not bring back your parents. This is to avenge them. Eleanor says, revenge holds no reward. Everything about it is hollow. There's nothing you can say that won't end with you upon my arrows. The elder rose and held a look with Ray. She then walked towards a cabinet and pulled out a drawer. She pulled out an ornate box and brought it back to the table. Ray kept his aim on her the whole time. I kept this from you, since I would explain how it came into my possession. And now that you know, I need you to take a cleansing of this guilt. And he says, I care nothing for your guilt. I want what you cannot give me. My family, my life. I spent all this time thinking the Dark Elves were my enemy. And says, and you grew into becoming one of the greatest assassins the Grand Tree has ever seen. I'm sorry for what had to happen, but if I had to choose, I would rather stay where I am. The old elf called for her pets and they slithered into the room. So, she's a tribal leader. I've got 3 snakes. She's weak against fire, not that it matters much because, oh, we got an explosion bomb, man. We do have an explosion bomb. I'll do that nicely.
Allow me.
Oh, you better heal up. Almost done. Unless she starts resurrecting things. Oh shit! I didn't even know this Ray had died. Oopsie! Explode. Well, let's see if it's Potion of Paralysis will do be good, but okay. And they're both thieves, so he can use an explosion bomb.
Allow me.
Alright, she's gone. Alright, you should heal up a little bit. And done!
Surrendered when they had the chance.
Ray almost could not stand after the fight was over. His training was failing after learning such devastating news. Eleanor says, we need to go now before you're caught. Eventually Ray stood and composed himself. He looked over the box on the table. He approached the box and opened it. Inside was a crossbow embellished with the copper leaf insignia. Ray reached out and lifted it gently out. Eleanor says, did that belong to your parents? And he says, it seems one thing about my past has not been a lie. My father was also a marksman. Then it is in your blood. Ray's own doubt was small, but then he shook out of it and headed for the windows. You must disappear, now! Eleanor says, I'm right behind you. Ray jumped out of the window like before, and Eleanor learned to keep pace this time around. They escaped deep into the woods and away from the town. Any town. A long walk back to the camp provided Ray with ample time to reflect on his entire life to date. Eleanor asks, are you alright? Ray says, I think so. I'm disturbed, that's all. Do you think differently of the Dark Elves now? Ray doesn't answer, which was as good as one to Eleanor. Ray didn't want to admit that his thinking had been completely wrong. Although it was not clear if his new knowledge was changing his views on certain things, it was clear that his father's crossbow became his new favourite weapon. He got a unique item. Oh, and we got an achievement for completing all the personal quests. We'll just go back to camp. Oh, I don't want to open my inventory. Where are you, right? There you are. Well, it's actually not that great, but it's his unique weapon. So let's go to quests. Alright, I've got to kill the Death Knight in the Orcish Wakes, and got a diamond. Got to get a diamond from the Dwarf Mines, and save the scouts. We can't save the scouts without doing the undead path first. So we'll go to the Orcish Wakes. Just save my game again. Where are they? Here they are. The orcs of this tribe considered Loren and Eleanor heroes of the arena. Piles of salvage are scattered around the camps. The orcs are bringing in and collecting everything they found in the desert. Dora says, "Ooh, some of this looks really good." Jacob says, "It looks like junk to me." Dora says, "Dummy, look closer, there's some shiny things in there." Eleanor could see that some of the orcs had collected items that they did not know the worth of. After some negotiation, Eleanor arranged to purchase available piles of salvage. It wasn't guaranteed there would be anything good in each pile, but still worth a try, just in case they found something really good. Yeah, let's buy some salvage. Light explosive bomb! Oh, well, that's not where we wanted to be. I guess we need to go to the Dwarf Mines, which is Hammerhand, I think. Buy diamonds for Zachary. They found a gems merchant and inquired about diamonds. He showed them his wares. I says, no, these aren't nearly big enough. Where's your good stock? I says, can't you figure a dwarf these days with a mine being shut down and all? I says, shut down? What happened to your mine? Blasted outsiders. The mines are forbidden. Some kind of disease is down there and it's taken a slew of miners. So I ain't risking my neck down there, no sir. Disease! Ah, real dwarfs ain't afraid of the sniffles. We need a diamond, we can mine it ourselves. I says, be my guest, oi! The miner snapped at Dora, rifling through his private bag. Dora grinned innocently. What are you doing? When Rami asked about your good stock, shouldn't you have shown them this? Dora pulled out a very large diamond that she had found. That's not for sale! Miner says, you lied to us. I did not. I says, sell it to us now. I says, fine, 2,000 gold pieces. I says, 2,000? Hey, my family needs to be rebuilt after the last 10 demon attacks on our house. I says, oh, we could just steal it. Jacob says, bad Dora, no. And I says, buy her to get out of here. I don't have enough gold. I says, you asked for too much. I says, good, now leave me alone. The miner huffed and packed up his goods, mumbling something about bullies. I decided they would venture to the Phoephoe mines and procure a diamond themselves. Ramos told them that the mine was some travel away from Hammerlands. Alright, I'm going to end this episode here.
Hi, this is Pho. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and if you really liked it, please subscribe.